Melody Sherry and Martell Holt. What once started as a marriage filled with dreams, success, and family has slowly turned into one of the most talked about and emotional conflicts on reality TV. Even after all this time, the drama continues to resurface. Just when things seem calm, a new discussion or controversy appears online, pulling the situation back into the spotlight. Fans find themselves once again talking about court issues, co-parenting struggles, old accusations, and the ongoing tension between the two. Some people believe Melody has finally reached her breaking point, while others feel this conflict has been building for years and everything happening now is just the result of unresolved issues from the past. Martell has expressed frustration, saying he feels misunderstood as a father and believes too much focus is placed on old problems instead of the present, while also wanting better communication for the sake of their children. On the other hand, Melody feels that past issues and ongoing disputes keep being brought back into her life, making it difficult for her to move forward, and she has suggested that some accusations against her are unfair or misleading. At the center of all of this is not just a failed relationship, but broken trust and emotional wounds that have never fully healed. What makes the situation even more intense is that it is no longer private, as every disagreement and development plays out publicly for fans to see. Their relationship once looked strong from the outside, as they built businesses, raised a family, and were seen as a successful couple, but over time hidden struggles began to surface, leading to accusations, conflict, and eventually divorce. However, the end of the marriage did not bring peace, and instead it created a new cycle of ongoing disputes that continue to resurface every few months. The situation is even more sensitive because children are involved, making every argument feel heavier and more emotional. While Melody has focused on rebuilding her life, growing her businesses, and creating a fresh start, Martell remains part of the public conversation whenever conflict arises, keeping their history alive in the spotlight. Because of all this, fans often feel emotionally exhausted as they keep seeing the same issues repeat over and over again, leading many to wonder if true peace will ever be possible between them. Recent discussions online suggest that Melody may be seeking stronger accountability and clearer resolution in ongoing matters, which has sparked intense debate across social media, with people taking sides once again. Some believe she simply wants peace after years of stress, while others think the situation should have remained private, and many feel both sides are still dealing with the consequences of past decisions. Ultimately, the situation has become more than just legal or personal disputes, as it now represents accountability, healing, and long-standing emotional pain. Despite all the public opinions, it is important to remember that real people are involved, trying to move forward while constantly being reminded of their past. Many viewers sympathize with Melody, seeing her as someone rebuilding her life despite ongoing pressure, while also acknowledging that even strong people can become emotionally drained. The involvement of children makes the situation even more serious, as fans continue to hope for stability and healthier co-parenting in the future. At this point, even longtime viewers describe feeling exhausted by the ongoing conflict, not because they want drama, but because they want closure and peace. However, reaching that point is difficult when old wounds continue to reopen. This is why every new development draws so much attention, as people see it as more than entertainment. It reflects real-life struggles with relationships, heartbreak, and letting go. In the end, the story has become a long-running reminder that unresolved pain does not simply disappear, and fans continue watching to see whether this ongoing chapter will finally lead to peace or continue repeating itself. For many viewers, that question has become the center of the entire situation. Each new update feels like another reminder that the conflict between Melody and Martell is not something that resolves easily or quietly. Instead, it seems to evolve over time, shifting from personal disagreements into public debates that spark strong emotions on both sides. Some fans argue that both individuals should focus more on healing and less on responding to ongoing tensions, while others believe that accountability and clarity are still necessary before any real peace can happen. As the discussions continue online, the emotional weight of the situation grows heavier. People who have followed the story from the beginning often say they feel stuck watching the same cycle repeat itself: conflict, discussion, temporary calm, and then another wave of tension. This repetition has made many viewers feel drained, as if they are witnessing a story that cannot find a clear ending. At the same time, others remain deeply invested, believing that understanding the full truth of what happened is important before anyone can truly move on. The situation also highlights how difficult co-parenting can become after a painful breakup, especially when communication breaks down and past issues remain unresolved. Even small disagreements can quickly turn into larger public conversations when history and emotions are involved. This adds pressure not only on the individuals directly involved, but also on their children, who are at the center of everything and deserve stability despite the ongoing conflict. Despite the tension, both Melody and Martell continue to move forward in their own ways. Melody focuses on her personal growth, business success, and creating a stable environment for her family, while Martell remains vocal about wanting recognition as a father and better understanding of his perspective. However, their shared past continues to connect them in ways that make full separation difficult, especially when public attention constantly brings old issues back into discussion. Ultimately, the story continues because it represents something larger than just two people. It reflects the complicated reality of relationships that end without full closure, where emotions, responsibilities, and history remain intertwined. And as long as those unresolved feelings exist, fans believe the conversation around them will continue, whether through new developments or revisiting old ones. For now, the situation remains open-ended, leaving people to wonder if true peace is something that will eventually come, or if this story will keep unfolding in new and unexpected ways. At the same time, what makes this situation even more complicated is how public perception continues to shape the narrative. Every statement, post, or clip is quickly analyzed, shared, and interpreted in different ways, often leading to even more division among viewers. Some people strongly defend Melody, saying she has done what she needs to do to protect her peace and rebuild her life. Others side with Martell, believing he deserves more fairness in how he is viewed as a father and co-parent. And then there are those who feel both of them are simply caught in a cycle where past mistakes keep influencing present decisions. As a result, the conversation is no longer just about what happened between them. It has become about how people process conflict, forgiveness, and accountability in general. Fans often project their own experiences onto the situation, which makes emotions even stronger and opinions more personal. This is part of the reason why the topic continues to stay active for so long. It is not just entertainment